Cameras are recording. Keys are on the dashboard.
Okay.
Actually, go ahead and put those in the ignition.
I don't want to do this, and I can't see out of the fucking window.
Oh, the handle right there to your right. Crank on that one.
Which way?
Crank it to the right.
Well, my fat ass is on it. It doesn't want to crank now.
Oh, it might be the. I think it is that one, yeah. Well, go ahead and slide your seat back. Oh, that's just taking the seat back.
Yeah, that won't help.
Here, screw your leg. No, that's the seat back. Pull up on that handle right there.
This one?
All the way. There you go. Now that's what you get. Alright, slide forward. You'll be able to see once you're in the air. The nose is high right now. There you go. Here's your seatbelt.
If I take these with me, I'll be tempted to use them, take them away.
It's only a half an hour, honey.
How's the clicker?
It's hanging down in between the seats. Yep, click it in, pull on it, make sure it's not going to come unsnap. This belt here, you want relatively, not super tight, but just snug. So when you hit turbulence, you don't bounce up and down.
Snug, super snug would be awesome.
Okay, super snug. This one here, you want more loose so you can lean forwards and backwards to be able to reach the controls, okay?
I don't want to reach the controls.
Okay. She'll be fine.
No.
Just don't do anything that's going to make her sick. You ready?
No.
Okay. See you guys when you get back.
Make sure you grab the...
Yeah, I'll grab it. Hey, honey, to close your window, you pull on the handle, drop that forward, but you're probably going to want it open for now because you got to holler clear for off.
Feeling okay?
I feel fine. I just don't want to do this.
You don't want to do it?
No.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I have to, because that asshole over there is making me.
It's my birthday, and this was her birthday present to me, was for her to go flying.
Okay, so... He doesn't have to know, but if you can... We can go up, and I can do everything, or...
No, he's going to know. Right here. He's got those on already.
Well, he can't see the controls.
Ah, okay.
So I can do everything once we get up there, or we can do it together, or I can like get the airplane all like configured to fly straight and level so that you can do minimal controls and just kind of feel what it's like.
Okay.
Or you can just sit there, whatever, and I won't tell. So whatever you want.
I might as well try a little bit of it anyways.
Cool. All right. Awesome. That's what I want to hear. So then what we're going to do is start it up, turn left, go down there, take off on that sideways runway.
29.
Over there, yeah, 29. Kind of fly out over the valley, do some straight and level. Then we'll do some left turns, some right turns. We could do some steep turns if you're feeling okay about that. It's like 45 degrees of bank. It's pretty fun. You kind of feel it in your seat, feel a little bit heavier.
Okay.
We can also do this thing, like instead of feeling heavier in your seat, you feel lighter in your seat. It's called like a negative G.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a roller coaster.
Okay.
It's pretty fun. I like to do it on the Discovery flights. And then we come back here, do a landing or two, or three, just depending on what you want. We can also do slow flight. I don't know if Jared's talked to you about slow flight.
A little bit.
Okay, so
I start to lose interest when he's talking.
so what it is like instead of cruising at like 100 miles an hour, 120 or so, what the airplane is capable of, we slow it down and feel like the controls become a little bit more sluggish because the air is not as like streamlined over the wings and it's not quite as responsive. And that's something that you do in your training, but it can be like fun to do too. So we'll just go up, blast off, try and have a little fun. That's about it.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it. Now you rode along in the back once, right?
I've been up twice. The first time I went up was with his first instructor. He thought it would be fun to do stalls. It was not fun.
Well, we can do some more of those. It feels a little bit better if you're in the front. Like it doesn't feel as jarring, I guess.
Okay.
Pull this guy out.
Pull it out?
Yeah. Pull it out, wait for like a second or two.
How far does it come out? Oh, right there.
Yeah, now push it back in. There you go. Now twist it. Perfect. Now, clear.
Clear, prop!
657 kilos, left downwind for 34. Be a full stop.
Can you hear me okay?
Arlington area traffic, 7
I can hear you good.
Cool.
active runway 29 or closed.
As long as you can hear yourself in your headset.
34 traffic.
That
I can hear myself.
Working.
And Arlington traffic.
Put the cord kind of
49 Alpha, 3 miles out on the 45 for the downwind 34 Arlington.
Alright, any questions before we start rolling?
I don't think so.
Alright. 6808 Romeo is 4 miles to the south on the GPS for 34, touch and go, Arlington.
So can you feel the pedals? Can you reach that far?
Most of it.
Arlington traffic.
So this doesn't do anything on the ground.
Yeah, Jared said something about that.
So you gotta steer with your left and right feet.
Arlington traffic, Cessna 70243 departing runway 34, Arlington.
And Arlington.
Is that as far as the seat goes forward?
Entering
Yeah.
downwind 34 behind second aircraft on downwind.
Arlington traffic, Centurion 680 Romeo, 2.5 to the south on the GPS 34 Arlington.
So all I'm doing is just trying to keep
Traffic, Bonanza 5657 kilos on
the wheel
final,
pointed straight
34,
down
full
this
stop.
yellow line right here.
T6 left base 34 Arlington behind the Bonanza, touch and go.
Temperature 18 Celsius, 2.9 Celsius. Altimeter 3012.
Traffic 49 Alpha on downwind behind an RV and a T6.
Arlington Municipal
Arlington traffic,
Airport.
7 Lima Bravo's on the downwind for runway 29 has the 34 traffic looking for the traffic behind us.
Wind
Arlington.
270
Arlington traffic, Centurion 08 Romeo is going around. We were on the 34, had a plane coming in on base. We're alright. T6 has insight.
Are you nervous? Scared?
A little nervous.
Uh-huh.
And Arlington traffic, Centurion 49 Alpha, turning base behind the Texan on final for 34, full stop.
Well, I like to think I'm pretty good at this, so.
On traffic, Cessna 2 correct, returning left crosswind, runway 34.
I just hope you have fun when we're done.
I hope so.
Arlington traffic, 7 Lima Bravo, steering brace, base runway 29, Arlington.
So we're just going to stop here real quick and do a small run up, just make sure the engine's functioning properly, and then we'll be ready to roll, take off straight. We'll roll across this runway and then take off on the other one over there.
Arlington traffic, Bonanza 57 kilos off active.
Arlington traffic, 7 Lima Bravo, steering final runway 29, Arlington. traffic 3 and 49 Alpha, short final 34 Arlington.
Alright, let's close your window.
Bravo, short final, runway 29 Arlington.
Got your seatbelt all,
Arlington,
nice and tight.
crossway at 34 Arlington.
Alright. This is as far as the controls go, so as long as I don't hit your legs there. Alright, and we're going to do a real quick 360. Try and find everybody in the pattern. There's somebody.
T6 left downwind, 34 Arlington.
Alright, you ready to go?
I guess so.
Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta taking off runway 29 straight out, Arlington. Don't put your hands on the controls. I just try and keep a loose grip, but feel everything I do.
Arlington area traffic 7 Lima Bravo, taking the active runway 29 or closed traffic, has the traffic to 34 inside Arlington.
Arlington traffic, Bonanza 5657 Kilo is holding short, Delta 2.
Alright, we put full throttle in.
That's this?
Yeah.
Full throttle?
All the way in, yep. And I'm just using my feet to keep it straight down the runway. And pretty soon I'm just going to start pulling back and we're going to ease off the runway nice and slow. There we go. So I'm just keeping my nose a few inches above the horizon and trying to keep the wings level.
Traffic, Bonanza 57 Kilo is crossing runway 2911 at Delta 2.
Arlington traffic 7 Lima Bravo is downwind runway 29. Arlington has the T6 inside. Square traffic, Cessna 3 out of 7, downwind runway 27. We're going to be departing the pattern. Swim. Arlington traffic, T6 final, 34, touch and go, Arlington.
Did Jared tell you about when he flew the river on his first flight?
What was that?
I'm pretty sure Jared flew the river. It's like this maneuver where you stay over on top of the river that's out here. You just fly right over it. You want to do that?
I guess.
Alright, we'll do a little bit of it. The first part's pretty fun.
Okay.
Arlington traffic, 7 Lima Bravo is turning left base, runway 29, Arlington.
Oh, you see that guy up there?
Yeah.
That's one of those planes that they make at Everett.
Outbound traffic not
Oh, okay.
Boeing planes. Okay, so we want to level off here. I'm just going to lower the nose.
7 Lima Bravo is turning final, runway 29, Arlington.
And we're going to speed up a little bit. Pull some of the power out. Okay, so here's the river that I'm talking about right here. You see it?
Barely.
Okay. Well, we're going to fly to it over there.
Just on the other side of the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on the other side of the railroad tracks there. And we're going to take a left turn, then we're going to follow that big embankment over there.
Okay.
Make one turn to the left, one turn to the, or one one turn to the right and then one turn to the left. Here, we'll try and keep it on your side.
34 Arlington.
Okay.
Semi traffic, floor plane 061, 1900 Lake Valentine, inbound for Kimmer landing north.
T61 down 134 Arlington.
You see it down there? We almost over it?
Yeah, we're pretty much over it.
Alright, cool. Well, here comes a big right turn. See how the river kind of goes off to the right here?
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and follow it. Now you can see it down here.
Yeah, I can.
Alright, you want to try and take this left turn?
Not really.
No?
No.
Alright, well, let's try and do it together at least. Just trying to stay right over the top of it. Alrighty, that's the most fun part of it.
I think that was the part that made me sick last time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to try some turns? Just you?
Not really.
We don't have to follow the river. Let's just do like a shallow turn to the left.
Okay, here we go.
So just kind of roll it on over there, then bring the ailerons back to the middle.
What's the ailerons?
This guy.
Oh, okay.
So see how we're kind of turning left, but they're still in the middle?
Yeah.
So they're not over here. So then to come back out of the turn, you got to go back to the right, the other way.
Okay.
And then to level the wings again, you go back to the middle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the right now. So roll it on over to the right, then kind of come back to the middle. Do that. And we stay in the turn.
Okay.
More traffic, 0 Charlie Charlie, 3 to the northeast of the air harbor. We're departing to the northeast. Timber Charlie.
Alright, now let's take one to the left, you did. Roll it on over there, then kind of back to the middle. There you go.
Oh, look at traffic.
See, look at that. You're flying an airplane. I'm not doing anything.
West over the freeway.
Alright, let's try and go to the right.
Southbound Arlington.
Arlington traffic, 7 lever.
Alright, now back to wings level.
34 Arlington.
There you go. Just see, you're kind of pulling back.
Am I?
Yeah, push forward just a little bit. There you go, just like that.
2,500 feet. Arlington.
So generally, we want to fly around at the same altitude, and that's based on how much you're pulling, pushing and pulling, right?
I didn't even realize I was pulling.
Yeah, it's okay.
Traffic has a T6 Mike November 6.
So let's do a little bit of that. So let's pull.
Runway 34.
We'll pull towards us, and then the nose will come up, and we'll climb. See that?
Yeah.
And then we want to do the opposite. Push forward, the nose comes down, and we kind of descend. See that?
Yeah, I feel that.
All right. How about a little bit of steep turns? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, let's do it. Let's do one to your side first. So we'll go.
Right.
So right about here is what we normally do. That's 30 degrees.
Okay.
But then the steep turn is 45 degrees. That's all the way over here.
Arlington traffic runway Cessna is 2 miles to the west over the freeway 2,000.
How does that feel?
A little nauseating.
Okay.
A little bit, not bad.
Oh, we'll shallow it out a little bit. How's that? Well, actually, let's try one to the right.
Okay.
You want to try the full plane 061, 400 Arrowhead landing north, Kimler. So right here, 30 degrees, which is what we normally do, but then steep turn all the way over here.
2,500 flying over.
Yeah, your radio's not real clear there, Flight 02.
So see how like when you kind of pull more, you kind of feel it in your seat? Okay, so that's the positive G's, and what I was talking about earlier, the roller coaster, that's negative G's, that's the other way.
Okay.
So let's do that in a second. You're gonna kind of point it back to the airport real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll do the negative G's.
Arlington traffic ends at 36 Mike members on 2 mile final 34 Arlington.
Or the Arlington airport's over there. It's kind of a cut in the trees, so we're just gonna head back in.
Okay.
So the way we do that, the negative G's, the roller coaster, is you pull the nose up, and then you slowly push it forward.
Oh. There's a reason why I don't ride on roller coasters.
Okay, so feel it with me, okay? It's less scary when you do it, when you know what to expect.
Okay, so you want me to pull back?
Yeah, pull back. A little bit more. Now push forward. Yeah, there was a little bit there. Let's try it again. Pull back. Now push forward.
Arlington traffic, T6 left downwind, excuse me, left base 34, Arlington full stop.
You can do it a little bit more.
A little bit more forward?
Yeah, both. Oh, pull back now?
Oh, pull back.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now push forward. You feeling it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do one more.
Arlington area traffic, Centurion 6808 Romeo is 4 miles
Okay.
south.
Yeah.
On the RNAV for 34 Arlington. Arlington traffic, T6 final 34, full stop.
So it's even more pronounced. You might have been in the back when we did this. Well, I don't know if we did. But it's even more pronounced when you're in the back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so you want to do... Oh, like it's a flight of 2 airplanes flying in formation right next to each other.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So you want to do a landing or 2?
Yeah, I might as well. That's what Jared's worried about me learning the most is
Oh, really?
if something happened to him while we were both up here,
okay.
being able to get us down.
So we want to descend down to the airport, so we're going to need to pull the power out. So pull this guy all the way out.
All the way out?
Yeah, all the way out.
Is that all the way out?
Yeah. Well, actually, maybe not quite. Oh, yeah, it is.
Arlington traffic,
So
6808 Romeo is 2.5.
there's 2 runways here.
South 30.
There's one on the right and one kind of almost headed just directly south over there. But we took off on the shorter one, the one that's kind of pointed towards us. And what we're going to do is land on that one again. So in order to do that, we're kind of going to point along here, along the railroad tracks, then make a left turn.
Okay.
And then kind of point into the runway and make another right turn to parallel it.
Okay.
Then do 2 left turns and land.
Arlington traffic, coastline 17 Zulu is descending through 3,000 feet at Island Crossing on 45 for left traffic 34 Arlington.
Arlington traffic, Centurion 08 Romeo is 1.5 to the south. We'll be going miss 34 Arlington.
Camera traffic, Beaver 18 Foxtrot, Sandpoint 800 northbound.
Alright, so this is the pattern altitude. It's 1,000 feet above the ground. So we're going to level off here and try and get into the pattern over there.
Arlington traffic, flight of 2, 633 Victor Sierra in the lead. About a 5 miles straight in, 34 left, option to land.
Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta 2 miles west, maneuvering for 4529 Arlington.
Traffic, Centurion 08 Romeo is going miss 34 Arlington.
Arlington traffic, coastline 17 Zulu, left downwind, landing 34 Arlington.
So what we do when we land is try and coordinate slowing down and descending at the same time. So it's a little bit counterintuitive because you would think when you're descending you're going to like speed up, right? Because gravity's pulling you down. So it's like a mixture of pulling the power out, lowering the nose just a little bit so that you don't speed up too much, and then at the last minute you kind of pitch the nose above the horizon so that the main wheels right here below us touch down first, and then the nose wheel up there touches down second.
That really isn't very smart.
We'll stay on the right, Carter.
Arlington traffic, so plane 17 Zulu is on left downwind. There's somebody in front of me. Just
her over there?
Yep.
3-4 Arlington.
Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta left, downwind 29, got the tail plane in sight, Arlington.
Flight of 2, Vamonos to Skagit. Go ahead, North.
Alright, so right about the numbers of 29 there, we pull some of the power out.
Okay.
And in order to not descend quite yet, because we want to slow down, I just kind of am holding the nose up for a little bit.
Okay.
Then we're going to add a little bit of flaps, and pretty soon we're going to turn left. Make two right angles, so 90-degree turns.
Turning left base, landing 3-4 Arlington.
Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta left base, 29 Arlington.
And flight of 2 at Arlington, stay position.
We're clear to the west, ma'am, at 1,600 feet.
Roger, Arlington traffic, so plane 17 Zulu, turning final, landing 3-4 Arlington. I'm looking for the 29er traffic.
Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta final 29, and I think we're going to be below you for 3-4.
Okay, 17 Zulu is doing a 360, a final for 3-4. I don't want my rope to interfere with 29er traffic.
Alright, so he's doing a 360 left-hand turn, so that'll be no worries. And really all I'm doing is just adding a little bit of power, trying to keep the airspeed around 65, 60 knots. Got full flaps in. And I'm just trying to keep the wings level. I've got a little bit of power in, and as soon as I know we've got the runway made, I'm going to pull the power out and pitch the nose above the horizon. Okay, so I know we've got the runway made now. I pulled the power out, and I'm just slowly starting to pitch the nose above the horizon. And we can plop down here. So let's do one more. So I'll put the flaps up. Once you add the power. And just like earlier, we keep the nose straight down the runway with our feet and speed up a little bit and just ease the yoke back. So start pulling back and away we go. Does that make sense what I was saying about you keep the nose below the horizon with just a little bit of power, and then once you've kind of lined up for the runway and are slow enough, you pull the power out and bring the nose above the horizon.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
And so to get back to land again, we're going to make three left-hand turns.
Okay.
Or no, 2. Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta left, crosswind 29.
Arlington traffic, North American 35 Zulu, line up and wait 34.
So we want to roll out straight ahead right here, kind of perpendicular to the runway. Come out for a few seconds and then we'll turn left again.
Okay.
Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta left, downwind 29. And this is 1,000 feet above the ground, so I'm just going to lower the nose a little bit, reduce some of the power, try and stay around 90 miles an hour. 90 knots. And make sure the airplane's ready to land, mixture rich, making sure we're taking fuel from both tanks, the left and the right tank.
Okay.
And make sure we've got fuel in those tanks and that the engine's running well over here. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. We want to be about 90 knots like I was saying earlier. And once we get to the numbers of 29,
Okay.
I'm going to pull some of the power out. Or why don't you do it this time?
How much?
All the way out. That's good. And like I said earlier, the nose wants to drop, but we want to slow down a little bit first. So I just kind of hold it up. And I add some flaps. I'm going to push that down.
All the way down?
Oh, not all the way, right there.
Okay.
Now we let the nose come down. And pretty soon we're going to turn left. Right about now. And why don't you add just a little bit of power, maybe about half an inch.
Arlington traffic, North American 35 Zulu, left crosswind at 34, Arlington.
Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta, left base 29, full stop. So again, we try and roll perpendicular with 29 there.
Okay.
Keep descending, or add another
traffic,
another notch.
35 Zulu, left downwind.
Not all the way.
Right now?
Yeah.
All the way?
No, just another notch. Right there. That's
okay.
And we're going to slowly turn to final. Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta, final 29, full stop, Arlington. Now once we roll wings level on final, you can push the flaps all the way down.
Okay.
So, right about now.
Now?
Yep. There we go. And we're just maybe a little bit high, but we got a good descent rate, so I'm just not going to add any power quite yet. But as we come down, maybe over the other runway, I might add just a little bit of power, just so that when we bring the nose up, it's nice and smooth. And I know we got the runway made, so I'm going to pull the power out, start to bring the nose above the horizon, keep the nose pointed straight down the runway with my feet, and I bring the nose above the horizon. I have the stick all the way back here.
And Arlington traffic.
And as we slow down, I brake
runway 34, departing
straight ahead. And we'll turn off right here, make a few more right turns, and head back to the hangar.
Okay.
Alright, how do you feel?
My stomach's a little turned.
Uh-huh. You have some water in the car? That'll help you feel better.
So it was all the bumping around up there.
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely takes some getting used to. I threw up on my first flight in a small airplane.
My first flight in a small airplane, I was like 5 or 6 with my grandpa.
Uh-huh.
But I was real young, didn't know, a whole lot about airplanes. It was just really cool to be up in the air.
Yeah. You can open your window too, that'll probably help.
That might help.
Okay, it looks clear to the left, looks clear to the right. This taxiway looks clear, then we want to make sure we don't taxi across the runway with anybody lined up to land or take off, but it looks clear. Arlington traffic, Cessna 20 Delta crossing 1634, Bravo 2.
check.
For Bravo Alpha, loud and clear.
Alright. Okay, we're ready to go.
Arlington traffic, tow plane 17 Zulu departing glider grass to the north. Glider
looks clear to the right.
Turn out Arlington.
Looks clear to the left. So is it okay? Is it what you thought it would be?
It was
less scary, more scary?
less scary.
Good. Glad you did it though.
Yes and no.
Glad for him, maybe pester you a little less.
He's been bugging me about it for the last couple of weeks since he scheduled it.
Uh-huh.